This audio program is for aspiring and upcoming filmmakers. The purpose of starting this series is to raise awareness about different basic concepts of filmmaking. I hope this audio program will be beneficial to you. Elements of visual storytelling. Visual metaphor. Visual metaphor in film is a powerful tool filmmakers use to communicate ideas and emotions without relying solely on words. It uses imagery and visual elements to represent something abstract or intangible, creating a deeper understanding and connection with the audience. Breakdown of what a visual metaphor is. 1. Juxtaposition of images. A visual metaphor often creates a comparison between two seemingly unrelated images. This juxtaposition is designed to evoke a particular feeling or understanding in the viewer, inviting them to draw parallels between the concrete image and the abstract concept it represents. 2. Symbolic representation. Objects, colors, lighting, and other visual elements can be used symbolically to represent abstract concepts like emotions, themes, or character traits. For example, a dark and stormy sky might symbolize a character's inner turmoil, while a bright and sunny day might represent hope or optimism. 3. Implicit meaning. Visual metaphors are not explicit statements. Their meaning is often layered and open to interpretation. By encouraging the audience to actively engage with the imagery and connect the dots, filmmakers create a more immersive and impactful experience. Benefits of using visual metaphors. Adds depth and complexity to the film's narrative. Evokes strong emotions and makes the film more engaging. Leaves room for interpretation and creates a more personal viewing experience. Can be used universally, transcending language barriers. By understanding and recognizing visual metaphors, we can appreciate the artistry and depth behind the images we see on screen, enriching our understanding of the film and its message. Visual texture. In film, visual texture refers to the surface qualities of the image that contribute to its overall aesthetic and emotional impact. It encompasses the tangible and perceived textures of objects, materials, and environments within the frame, and how they are rendered through cinematography techniques. Breakdown of visual texture and its various aspects. 1. Tangible texture. Physical properties. This includes the inherent texture of real-world objects depicted in the film, such as the roughness of wood grain, the smoothness of metal, or the softness of fabric. Cinematographic techniques. The way filmmakers capture and present these textures through lighting, camera focus, and movement influences how the viewer perceives them. For example, close-up shots with shallow depth of field can emphasize the granular details of a weathered wall, whereas soft lighting and focus can create a sense of smooth elegance in a luxurious setting. 2. Perceived texture. Visual cues. This involves the use of visual elements to suggest texture even when the object itself doesn't have a defined texture. For example, filmmakers can use patterns, shadows, and highlights to create the illusion of depth and texture on a flat surface. Emotional association. Different textures can evoke specific emotions and responses in viewers. Rough textures can be associated with feelings of rawness and intensity, while smooth textures can suggest calm and serenity. 3. Functions of visual texture. Adding depth and realism. Visual texture helps to create a sense of depth and realism within the image, making it more visually engaging for the viewer. Setting the mood and atmosphere. Texture can be used to establish the mood and atmosphere of a scene. For example, grainy and rough textures can create a sense of tension and unease, while soft and smooth textures can contribute to a feeling of peace and tranquility. Emphasizing specific elements. Texture can be used to draw the viewer's attention to specific elements within the frame. For example, a character's rough hands might be highlighted to emphasize their working-class background. By understanding the concept of visual texture and how it can be manipulated through cinematography, filmmakers can create more visually compelling and emotionally evocative images. Visual subtext. Visual subtext in film refers to the unspoken messages and emotions communicated through the visual elements of a scene. It's the layer beneath the surface, the deeper meaning that isn't explicitly stated but conveyed through imagery, composition, lighting, color, and other visual cues. Think of it as a conversation happening not with words, but with visuals. Some examples of visual subtext in film. Color. The use of color can be highly symbolic and evoke specific emotions. For example, the color red is often associated with love, passion, and danger, while blue can symbolize sadness, tranquility, and coldness. Lighting, the way a scene is lit, can create a particular mood or atmosphere. For example, harsh lighting can convey tension or suspense, while soft lighting can create a sense of intimacy or peacefulness. Camera movement, the way the camera moves can also communicate subtext. For example, a shaky camera can convey nervousness or excitement, while a slow, steady camera movement can create a sense of calmness or solemnity. Composition, the way the elements in a scene are arranged, can also be used to communicate subtext. For example, the rule of thirds can be used to create a sense of balance and harmony, while leading lines can draw the viewer's attention to a specific point of interest. Mise en scene, this term refers to the arrangement of everything in the frame, including props, costumes, and set design. All of these elements can be used to communicate subtext and create a specific atmosphere. Understanding visual subtext is essential for anyone who wants to appreciate film on a deeper level. It allows you to see beyond the surface of the story and understand the hidden meanings that the filmmakers are trying to convey. Here are some benefits of understanding visual subtext. It can deepen your understanding and appreciation of film. It can help you to identify the themes and messages that the filmmakers are trying to convey. It can make you a more critical and engaged viewer. It can help you to become a better filmmaker yourself. Thanks for joining us on this cinematic journey. If you like this video, then please let us know by commenting down below. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and keep creating.